class children. I am your science teacher and my name is Mrs. Jyoti. So today we are in lesson number 3, that is animals, how life goes on. So about this we have learnt in the previous classes. Animals, they are going to reproduce in two ways, by laying eggs and by giving birth to the young ones. So by laying eggs we have learnt about different like insects, we have learnt fishes, we have learned how do they reproduce and what are the different stages in their life cycle we have learned. Now today we will learn about the animals which give birth to their young ones. So animals which give birth to their young ones are called as mammals. In the last class I told you that animals which give birth to their young ones are called as mammals. So these mammals are going to feed their young ones with their milk. For up to certain period of time they feed them with their milk. Later on they give the different types of food. Okay, so they are nothing but mammals, and the examples of mammals are horses, elephant, hippopotamus, human beings, right? So they are going to give birth to their young ones. Now we will learn how mammals are going to take care of their young ones. So open page number 270. Your term book should be ready and pencil should be ready. We are going to do the objective also, right? So taking care of the young ones, page number 270. Just as our parents look after us, all the other animals look after their newborn babies. So birds lay eggs in their nest. When the eggs hatch and the baby comes out, they are weak and featherless. The parents feed them and protect them from their enemies. Mammals build houses to protect their babies from their enemies. The babies drink their mother's milk until they are old enough to eat their food. She cleans them and keeps them warm. So how our parents are taking care of us, they are going to feed us, they will clean us, isn't it? They will teach us how to work, how to write, how to read and write, how to learn the new things, right? In the same way, other animals also, they are going to take care of their young ones. If you take a bird, it's going to build a nest. First it will protect the eggs, then from that egg the young ones will come out, and the young ones is also protected by its mother. So the young one which is coming out of the eggshell, it's very weak and it doesn't have any feather on its body. So it is very weak and it cannot even stand on its two legs. So till that baby bird is developed, the mother bird is going to feed the young one with small insects or small grains. When it comes to mammals, like animals like hippopotamus or elephant, like this. So these mammals are going to feed their young ones with their milk for some extent. Then later they are going to change their food habits. Then you can see here there is a kangaroo. It's going to carry its baby in its pouch. And here the mother is carrying the baby in her arms. So the young ones are protected by their parents. So here the parents are going to provide a small home where it will prevent the babies to be killed by the enemies. So here these animals are called as marsupials. These kangaroos are called as marsupials. So why they are called as marsupials? If you observe, the kangaroos, they will carry their babies in their pouch. They will carry their babies in their pouch. So such kind of animals, we call it as marsupials. If you see a dog or cat or lion or tiger, they bite their babies near the neck. Here at the back side of the neck, they bite and they take it. But it's not going to hurt the babies because they are going to hold it very gently. So with that, they are going to carry the baby from one place to other place. Whereas kangaroos, they hold their babies in their pouches and they move from one place to other place. So this is about taking care of the young ones. Now if you see Page number 272. Let us do the exercise. So first bit is choose the correct answer. Page number 272. Choose the correct answer. First bit. So all living beings live for a certain period of time. So this period of time is known as their lifespan. So the first one is option B. So underline the answer and write it in the blank. You have to do the both things. Underline the correct answer and write the correct answer in the given blank. Frogs and insects. So what are frogs and insects? Give birth to their young ones. Do not produce babies at all. Do they lay eggs? Both A and C. So these frogs and insects, they are going to lay eggs. So it is option C. The second one is option C. The egg white is known as, not the outer covering, that is the shell. So inside that the egg white is called as albumen, and it is option C. So first one is B, second one is C, third one is C. Fourth one. The young one of a cockroach is called. What is the young one of a cockroach called as? It is called as a nymph. And what is the option? It is B. It is called as a nymph. The complete change in the form of an organism from young stage to adult stage is called. So after it comes out of an egg, it will not look as its mother. So there will be several changes in its life cycle. So what are these all changes called as? It is called as metamorphosis. So fifth one is C. So I am repeating. First one is B, that is lifespan. Second one is C, laying eggs. Third one is C, albumen. And fourth one is B, nymph. And fifth one is C, metamorphosis. Then if you look at the next B, so here is a diagram of an egg. So the diagram is in this way. So this side there are two parts and that side there are two parts, exactly in the same way in the textbook how it is, same way I got. So here you can see this is the outer covering and this is called as shell. So this is called as shell. The outer covering is called as shell. And next this one, this white colored part is embryo. It's called as embryo. And this part is called as albumen. And this is the yolk. So we have labeled it. Now here we should write its function also. So what is the function of a shell? It's going to protect. It's going to protect. And what is the use of an embryo? It will develop into a chick. It will develop into a chick. And what is the use of a yolk? It will provide food for the embryo. Yolk is going to provide food for the embryo. And what is the use of albumen? It's going to provide water. So in one word I am writing, as we cannot write the complete statement, just simple in one word I am writing. So shell is going to protect the egg, embryo is going to form, into a chick. Albumin provides water and yolk provides food for the embryo. So this is the second bit. Now you can see the third bit, fill in the blanks. So already options are given to you. By looking at that options, you can fill the remaining blanks. So the first one is, when a baby bird comes out of an egg, it is called as, it's called as chick. It's called as chick. The cluster of eggs laid by female frogs is called as spawns. It's called as spawns. Then the period of time for which an animal or plant lives is known as, like in the beginning I said, human beings, they live for 80 years. So the duration we call it as lifespan. It is called as lifespan. Then page number 273. In that page you have the fourth and fifth one. Fourth one, the larva of a housefly is called. The larva of a housefly is called as maggot. It is called as maggot. A young cockroach sheds its skin several times and changes into an adult. So this process of shedding its old skin is called as, it's called as molting. It's called as molting. So the first answer is chick. Second one is spawns. Then third one lifespan. Fourth one is maggot. And the fifth one is molting. So these are the answers of third bit. Then fourth bit is short answer questions and then long answer questions you have. I am going to send you. Then page number 274. Page number 274. So think and answer. So the heading is tick the odd one and say why. So out of the three pictures you have to tick which is the odd one and you should say why it is odd one also. Now if you look here, the first one is pigeon, then is the butterfly and then is the elephant. So out of the three pictures, which is the odd one? It is the elephant. So why elephant is the odd one? Pigeon and butterfly can lay eggs, but elephant is a mammal. It gives birth to the young one. So that only I am going to write here. So the first one is elephant. It is a mammal. Simply in one single line you can write it. First one is elephant, it is a mammal, whereas pigeon and butterfly, they will lay eggs. Then B. So here you have spawns. That is nothing but group of eggs laid by a frog. Then you have a tadpole and then you have a caterpillar. So if you see out of this, which one is the odd one? So it is the first one, that is the spawns. So why spawns is an odd one? Because spawns is the starting stage of a life cycle, whereas caterpillar and tadpole is the second stage. It is the second stage of a life cycle. For example, if you take caterpillar, it is second stage of the life cycle of a butterfly, and tadpole is the second stage of a frog. And if you take spawns, it is the first stage of frog. So here the first one is the odd one, or else you can write it in another way also. There is the second way of writing. Spawns and tadpole, they belong to the life cycle of frog, and caterpillar is the odd one. So here the caterpillar is the second stage of life cycle of a butterfly. So you can write this in two ways. Either you can write the first one which I said, or second one. So I am going to write the first one which I said. So here I am going to take spawns. First stage of life cycle. So spawns is the first stage of life cycle, whereas tadpole and caterpillar are the second stage of life cycle. Then the third one, that is C. Kangaroos take care of their young ones, just like mammals. Then why kangaroos are known as marsupials? So why kangaroos are known as marsupials? So other mammals, they just take care of their young ones, but these kangaroos, they have a pouch and they carry their young ones in their pouch. So because of that, these kangaroos are called as marsupials. Kangaroos are called as marsupials because they carry their young one in their pouch. So kangaroos are called as marsupials because they carry their young ones in their pouch. That's why kangaroos are called as marsupials. So with this we have come to an end. So next again we are going to do with the fourth lesson. And read the lesson thoroughly, learn the new words, read the meaning near it, and your homework is you have to read lesson number 3. Okay, this is your homework. We are going to meet in the next session. So read the whole lesson and practice the diagrams also. Thank you.